Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy 13 2 walkthrough. Alright, apparently I'm heading back to New Bodhum 3AF. Not really sure why. I'll take a stab and say I missed something like exploring wise. Again, I'm just gonna take a guess there. It's my assumption anyway. I do know that I had to return to a few areas throughout the game just to make sure that I had explored everything, but we'll just have a look here. I don't know, maybe not. I mean, if I was gonna check how much I had explored, oh yeah, I know what we're doing. We're gonna go grab some rare monsters. Alright, yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah, because if I was gonna, check or how much I had explored, I'd immediately open up the map. But, alright, anyways. So, somewhere up here above this ledge, we need to throw Mog, and we're gonna get another one of the rare, like the one-time only monster crystals. Again, and I say one-time only if you don't have the Snow DLC. Because if you have the Snow DLC, you can actually get all of these monster crystals, even the ones that are, or that were previously a one-time only. You can get them again. So don't worry too much about that. But this, I believe, is one of them. Katarina. All right, yeah, there we are.
Cha-ching.
So there's another. I think that's another medic. Yeah. Yucky. Okay, so what was that? Feral Speed 2 and then Improved Cure, I think I saw was red locked. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Feral Speed, to be honest, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. I'll again, and I've never actually used the Cactars, so for all I know, they could be amazing. Or no, Pulse Run Soldier. My bad. Guess I felt the need to take or try to capture one. I don't think I had actually captured one. A lot of the time actually when you're in New Bodhum here, again unless you've returned, but like your first trip, obviously you can't capture anything just because they haven't even done the monster tutorial. So it's pretty easy to get to this point and not have them. Now, the reason why I actually pointed them out is the Clockwork Soldier, if I'm remembering correctly, is a pretty good monster to infuse into medics. I can't remember what ability they get when you do that, but if you infuse 99 levels of Sentinel monsters into your medics, they get something, man, and I just can't remember what it is now off the top of my head. Boy, I don't play for this game for like a week, and I just lose everything. Alright, so here's another spot. It's actually at the end of the dock. So we're just going to throw Mog out into the water. I don't know if it matters, like, how far you throw him or anything like that, but one try. That was pretty lucky. So the Rangda. I've actually seen other people throw and get, I think it was called like a blue ribbon or something out here. I tried to do that, but I don't think I got it. And I only tried a couple of times, and I was like, alright, it's time to go. Because again, adornments aren't really my thing, so I just kind of was like, whatever. Rangda, I don't remember. I don't even know if it's not even looking like I'm going to take a look at it now. I think it's an imp, if I'm remembering correctly.
Time.
But alright, so let's head to Sunleth next. We'll get another rare monster crystal here. I hate to use the term one time only now because of the DLC, but again, if you don't have that, you got to be careful with these these monster crystals. Alright, so this one is on the monster trail. So, boy, where am I at? Oh, gosh, okay. I was farming, oh, what was it? I think either one of the potent materials or maybe one of the mana materials there. I can't remember now. But I did find one thing that was a little interesting. Down there in that spot, you can actually spawn Sahagin Prince, or the Sahagin Prince enemy, which I didn't know you could do down there. I thought that they were only up in this, like the open area where the Royal Ripeness was at, but apparently that was not the case. So kind of interesting, or maybe a little bonus. Anyways, so the goal here is to actually throw Mog, and I tried to throw him from here, but I don't know if it went well. It's to throw him over. No, there, he bounced funny. Anyways, so what you want to do is throw Mog at the little Flan that are just kind of hanging out down there. Yeah, you're not getting a real good visual on where I'm throwing Mog. Let's go this way. I think I got this in one try too, which was, I think, pretty lucky. There we go. Ooh. Now, apparently this works with any set of these Flan. There's the Layak. So there's multiple little sets of Flan down here. So if you don't get it in that first try, there's another set. Yeah, he's right over here. Or there's this set over here. Yeah, which I can't see again. And then, I don't know. Toxic Mushroom. Alright, so that's an adornment. And one gill. Alright, I've had enough. Next. I don't even know how many more of these we actually have. I feel like we gotta be getting pretty close here. Oh yeah, I know there's one out here. So in the marshes, there's kind of a, I don't know, quasi-island, I guess. And one of them are on it. Actually, boy, there's two of them here now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh. This takes a little while, huh? I don't know why it feels longer today. It's probably, you know, same speed as it always has been, but showing off that anti-grav jump. And some of these goofy, I don't know what these were considered. Like harpies, I think they're supposed to be. Okay. Okay, alright, so we need to head here to... Actually, oh, is it farther up here? Yeah, it looks like maybe it is. Thought we were already close. Or have I passed it? Anyways, there's a patch of what looks like flowers. Yeah, it's over here and to the right. Yeah. Here we are. Alright. So just throw a Mog into the flowers. And there's our Chichu. Chichu, I've read a little bit about, but apparently Chichu is a pretty good commando. Now, I've never actually leveled one up and used it, But yeah, a lot of people say it's pretty good. I actually just used the Chi-Chu and the. I think we're gonna get the Nanochu. Is the next. I think that's it anyway. And here I'm gonna fail. I bet. Oh wow! I nailed it. Oh okay. Normally, if I get into a battle right on the edge there, I always fail that jump. So I guess not this time. But anyways, so for this playthrough, I actually used the Chi-Chu and the Nanochu to, and unfortunately I had to use both of them to lock, yellow lock pack mentality on my blue chocobo that I built up. So I do have some monster builds coming up here. Sure when exactly I did those, but I did a really in-depth process for the blue chocobo. I'll be honest, it was a total pain in the ass. Just because of the specific abilities that I wanted it to have, and so I actually ended up yellow locking basically every ability, which is unfortunately you need 2 of that ability to do it. So it's again it was time consuming. It was a real pain in the ass, and I mean I was fairly happy with it though. So I guess that's a thing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there probably was some things that I should have done instead. Critical haste for one thing on a Ravager monster I feel like is really good, because it seems to me, just in the time that I've played, Maladors, those are good. I think those are used for weapon upgrades. But anyways, the oh, that's my train of thought. Oh yeah, so the Ravagers, I usually just stay, keep those in. There's the Nanochu. So I usually keep those in until they get into critical status, and then I'll swap over to my medic monster. But okay, so the Nanochu is a synergist, and there's your pack mentality. So that's the other great thing about the Chi-Chu and the Nanochu is they start with pack mentality. And obviously it's not locked, so I think these 2 are the only enemies, or the only monsters that you can do that with. I think any other monster that has pack mentality, it's locked, so you're just stuck with it. Alright, so this is Lick. I don't know if that thing is any good. Same with Rangda. I've never used either of those monsters. Okay, so these are the 2 medics. That's Golden Chocobo. Oh yeah, so I guess I'm just going over all of the one-time monsters. Literally all these are one-time monsters. The Necton is not, but then the Silver Chocobo is up there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, a total of 8 monster crystals that are, obviously they're not obtained in the normal way. You don't actually capture them in battle. There's you either have to get them from a treasure sphere or a treasure box, or throwing Mog and getting them that way. I think the 2 chocobos come from treasure. I think they're treasure boxes. I can't remember if they're treasure boxes or treasure spheres. Not that important probably. Oh, sorry, no, Silver Chocobo is not. Silver Chocobo is from Mog Throw as well. Now that I think about it, that's the Academia Throw. Speaking of which, it's exactly where we're headed to next. Not quite sure why yet. I'm wondering, this might be Captain...
The Graviton Core is an amazing... Just a small shot.
That's totally not his name. Captain Cryptic, was it? I think? Yeah, that sounds good. So I actually met him the first time in the... I think he's in the center area up there in the academy. And you have to do a Moogle hunt to reveal him. And then you take his quiz, and then he'll actually teleport somewhere else in the city. So that's where that's what I'm gonna do now. Is just kind of hunt him down. Unfortunately, if you want to get all of the fragments in the game, you have to do this. You have to hunt him down and take his quizzes. And again, I've mentioned this before, but I think it's a really good idea to to find the answers somewhere, because just the sheer amount of questions makes
I'm going to get
this
straight A's in school.
insanely difficult. I mean, there's just a lot of these questions that I would have. I mean, you know, it would have taken hours and hours and hours of kind of trial and error to, you know, try to guess the answers. So here he is. He's back in this corner now. So unfortunately, too, every time that he teleports to a new location, you have to find him and then reveal him with the Moogle Hunt. So, yeah, so be aware of that. And this is kind of one of his trickier spots.
And away we go. Question time.
Question time. Okay. So again, I think this is kind of the same thing that I had mentioned with the panels. You know, these questions are randomly generated among a pool of, we'll say, like 50. I think Captain Cryptic might even have more, now that I think about it, because you actually have to, you know, go to him more than once. He might have like 100 or so questions, something like that. But anyways, so unfortunately the questions that you see won't necessarily be the ones that I got too. So again, you know, kind of just goes back to what I said earlier. Make sure you find a list of all the answers. Unless you're just amazing at, you know, Final Fantasy trivia. And again, I feel though like some of these questions, they just, you know, you wouldn't know unless you either guess them or, I mean, some of them are kind of intuitive. I vaguely remember a question about a paradigm shift. Like, what does it mean when this company says there's a paradigm shift? Well, you know, it's a change of workers coming in and out. So I mean, that one was kind of intuitive, right? Like, you could probably guess that one fairly easily, but not all of them are like that. Some of them are just crazy and out there. So again, anyways, like I say, you know, get yourself an answer key. So here I'm just gonna hunt him some more now. I know at one point here I really blew it, and I kind of went right by him, and then I had to kind of come back. So I wasted, unfortunately, a lot of time just running around through the city looking for him. So
Don't be scared. I'm harmless.
that was a little unfortunate. Actually, it might even be this one here. So he was down in the main shopping area down there, and he was in a different spot that I just completely missed. But alright, here's a treasure spear that we actually haven't got. We've actually come by this thing a couple of times now. So there's our elixir. Alright, that's a pretty good item. Cryptic's not in here, but I just used the Moogle Hunt anyway. I thought, just in case. But when he's there, it is pretty obvious. I mean, you got to be looking for him, granted, but if you know what to look for, it's pretty easy to spot him back there. So up here is another one of the locations. I think he's yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, he's not there. Okay, let's keep going. And I think, yeah, he can sometimes be back here.
I'm so glad I finally dumped that fool.
Oh, that's what I did. Okay, so I wanted to check that spot first, the one back there, before moving on. So actually, there's another spot up in here, I think. Yeah, not now. Again, unfortunately, I think this is the time where I passed him up, and he was in the shopping center. And yeah, so I should have just well, granted, I cut myself a little bit of slack here. I'm pretty rusty, so I don't remember these spots that he's at, but I think sometimes he's around here too. So, alright. That's pretty much for the east side of the area, so we'll head to the west side and try to check it out.
Another relaxing
Locally. Everywhere you want to be. Okay. We're getting there. It's quite a hike. This area is actually massive. I mean, it's no Archild step, but it sure feels that way sometimes. Alright, so back in that corner, like back in there, sometimes he's back here. I think he's actually between those two walls. And then there's one more spot in there. And I don't remember now if he's sometimes like down here in this alley or if he's up top. I can't remember. I don't know if I ever actually found him down here though, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't think he's over here. I don't know. What's that lady doing? Get up! What are you doing on the ground? This place is so goofy. I think I mentioned that in one of the earlier videos about the people that just like randomly fall. I mean, it's kind of mean, but sometimes it's funny. I don't know why. Alright, anyways. I think that might have been all the spots for him over here. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna head back to the shopping center because I totally blew it and missed one of his locations over there. So when you're tracking him down, I would actually say definitely kind of do it that way. So the shopping area is kind of where he's normally at. I should say there's just a lot more spawn points for him there. So I always start over there, and once I've eliminated all those, then I'll go over to the west side and check there. Whiff. Nope, can't do that. I can't remember if this is a dead end or if I'm actually going to be able to get... No, yeah, we'll be able to get through here. But not this way. I think this is the dead end. Yeah. Womp womp. Sometimes, I guess I should have mentioned this earlier too. I think sometimes the NPCs around here will have hints as to where Captain Cryptic is at. So, I guess listen for hints like that too if you're having any troubles.
I got in trouble for buying a bunch of candy.
All right, so I don't remember if he's actually ever in here or not. Anyways, so he should be back there. There he is. I can see him already. Yeah, so here he is. I mean, pretty good spot. So again, I don't feel too bad about missing him initially, but
Show me how brawny your brains have become. And away we go. Question time.
question time. I get a kick out of that. I don't know why. Actress Tara Branford.
Oh, well
Okay.
done. Question time.
Which model is popular among collectors? Again, like, what? A 1-to-1 scale Sarah Farron. That's awesome. I never saw that before.
Yes, you are correct. Question time.
Which endangered monster species is known for its unique eyes? Yeah, it was Catabathus. Okay.
Excellent. Another winning answer.
Oh, wow. Okay, that one was quick. Quiz rank
We're
lieutenant.
Still on the easy questions. Oh boy.
We're still on the
It
easy
really
question.
does look just like Amadar. I bet they used the lieutenant as a model when they made this duplicate. So they just borrowed his appearance then. That explains why he doesn't remember you.
Okay. So, this Amadar, now, I don't know if I've got this correct or not, but I think this Amadar is supposed to actually be, you know, one of the duplicates from the, what is it, 400 AF version of Academia. And the reason why we're able to see him here is because we're kind of pulling him, you know, from that other timeline. Obviously, because he's out of phase every time we meet him. So that is, that's my take on this, which is why it seems, I mean, because this version of Academia is not with, you know, a bunch of, these aren't duplicates running around. So Amadar here really is out of place. But useful, as we are getting fragments from him. So I'll take what I can get, duplicate Amadar or not. Okay, so I'm trying to remember where he was at this next time, which of course I'm not going to remember. Now, I don't think we've got too many more of these to do, like sets of questions, I guess I should say. And yeah, because I mean, obviously, so we're already at rank lieutenant, was it? So I'm gonna guess 2, maybe 3 more sets of questions, and then we'll be done, and we'll have all of his fragments, and then we can move on with our lives. Okay, let's check up here next. Oh, I'm not seeing an Amadar here. Why, Amadar? Why? Alright, so let's head back. I guess stuff like this is sometimes a good little break from, you know, the constant battling and stuff. So, as you know, much as it sometimes feels like pointless busy work, it actually is kind of a nice little break from, you know, again the battling, and I don't know. And some of these, I mean, I never even caught that before the which model is popular among collectors, and there's one of the answers is the 1-to-1 Sarah model. That's good stuff. Anyways, all right, so this is one of the potential spots, and he's not here. So that's it. That's basically how I do this too. Is I start over in that shopping area, kind of go through these back alleys, and then I'll run down this route and head to the west side. And then obviously we have to take the. I think we're gonna. Yep, let's go the wrong way there. If you continue on to that or on that route, it's actually a dead end over there. So you have to come down the middle first. There's this person, another person fell. It looks like the same model as earlier that was falling on the ground. This chica. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Maybe, I mean, I'd say work on walking, but she kind of is, right? 1 foot in front. Okay, she's just got some basics wrong. It's 1 foot in front of the other.
What's that?
Alright. I see him already. Alright, so he's up here in this corner. Awesome. Here we are. What are you doing back here, buddy? Super creepy.
Captain, and away we go. Question time.
Question time. What was the biggest concern for Snow when he decided to propose to Sarah? Getting teased by the Lightning wasn't a big fan of his. Okay, so that one wasn't too tough. Go ahead. Lightning wasn't a big fan. Sarah was a see. Did she? I don't remember when he proposed to her.
Oh, well done.
Maybe she was already at that
Question
time.
time.
Anyways, alright. One of the Academy researchers in Yashis Massif is a dog lover or a cat lover, depending on the area. Wish he was a cat lover 10F.
Yes,
I
you
don't
are
remember at
correct.
all.
Question time.
The names of the Shiva sisters. Ah, this one's easy. Styria and Nyx.
Ha! Very good. Question time.
Yeah, this should be the last one I'm thinking. The chemical when is found in Gishal greens. What diet friendly effect does it have? Burns fat. Okay.
Yes, this round is yours.
All right, quiz rank Colonel. Next. And he's right there. Lucky. All right, let's do it.
Are we ready, my little lad and lass? And away we go. Question time.
Question time. Behemoth meat was a rare treat in Noel's era. How was it cooked? I'm going to say... Was it roasted? Yeah, I guess roasted.
Oh, well done. Question time.
I'm cheating because I kind of remember these vaguely. What store is found behind the row of vending machines in academia? I'm going to say a shoe store. I could be completely wrong. Nope, it is. Okay, shoe store.
Yes, you are correct. Question time.
When Hope became a Lassie, his brand appeared on his left hand. How did he hide it? Wrapped a yellow bandana around it. There you go. Bandana man.
Ha! Very good. Question time.
What can withstand heavy winds, lightning, or even a hole through its body? This is the Goblin Chieftain, which has a gigantic hole in the middle of its body. Somewhat clever.
Oh, well done. Question time.
Alright, that should be the last one. The Kids of New Bodom love dares. One of the popular dare requires going into the woods late at night to retrieve one object. What is the item? I think that's the rat's tail. So I think that's a throwback to what, like the original
Even
Final
Captain
Fantasy.
Cryptic has his limits. You've mastered my quiz. And now I have a message to pass on. A message for Sergeant Farron. Good luck. That is all.
A message? For Lightning?
He's not a duplicate after all.
I am Captain Cryptic, quiz giver extraordinaire.
No, he's definitely not Amadar. But how does he know about my sister?
Maybe we'll never know. But there is one thing we can tell for sure. This guy is on Lightning's side. It's up to us to get his message through.
Alright, there it is. Quiz Rank General. So we are completely done now. That will be... we will not have to hunt him down anymore. But as always... Oh, so actually, I'm out of time. So yeah, as always, hope the guide was helpful. Hope you join me for more videos, and thanks for watching.